Mike. Jack Curtis is looking for you. All right. Thank you at home for being with us. Thank you here in the studio. It's not quite over yet because... Oh, I want to mention that Brownie Troop 1920 are with us today, and also Cub Scout Pack, what is it, 611? 619. We're glad you're here. Yes. We have time to find another winner, Ladmo. You'll just follow me. I've got the seating chart. And Ladmo, I want you to go up this aisle right here.
This aisle right here?
Up that aisle to your right, to the third row.
1, 2, 3.
And whoever's sitting right on the aisle.
Hey!
It's Ladmo's mom. The fix is in. Goodbye, everybody!
Oh,
goodbye!
I think he did a heck of a bunch for this place. He's really gonna be missed.
And we do have Ladmo bags that we did save for him. And the kids used to laugh at me because I saved these things, but I'm sure glad I did now.
He gave back in every way, and I guess ultimately he truly just gave himself to Phoenix and to the children of Phoenix.
Sloppy shirts and the sloppy ties and the big top hat. I loved him.
You don't have a role model anymore like he was. I mean, he was really great for the kids, and they'll miss him, and I know they'll never forget him.
Their dynasty began on the old Gold Dust Charlie show, where Wallace would stop in and be a guest from time to time. And later, when the Wallace show spun off and Ladd joined the company, Gold Dust, played by Ken Kennedy, would stop in and be a guest from time to time.
He was our cameraman to begin with, first a floor man, cable slapper we called him, graduated to a camera. And while I was doing Gold Dust with Wallace, with Bill, he'd look around the camera and I'd see that face. And I told Bob Martin, our program director, I said, he should be in this side of the lens.
Ladd and Wall did over 9,000 shows and never a rerun, and about that many personal appearances for kids. One of those kids was Sharon Kelly, who grew up to be their director. Sharon won a Tootsie Roll.
The Tootsie Roll. I think I was about 5 years old, maybe 6, and I was at a stage show. I won a Tootsie Roll, and Ladmo handed it to me. Giant Tootsie Roll, this big. And I couldn't even talk. I was so excited.
Pat McMahon joined the cast, playing a catalog of characters.
You know, I mean, here's a guy who got to do what he wanted to do all of his life. He got to play baseball, and he loved it. He got to play golf, and he got to be a Ladmo, and he got to make little kids laugh. I mean, life doesn't get much better than that.
Bill Thompson was Wallace, usually the straight man, always the close friend.
It's sad because he's gone, and I've lost a friend and a partner, and I think the whole state misses Ladd. You know, 3 generations of viewers. And
memories of Ladd. For most of us, those will never fade. Larry Martell, Arizona 5.
Boy, this is real fun. This is a lot of fun to watch, to be able to see some of those things again, and then also to see some things I don't remember doing.
You're right. Some of those clips, I have no idea when that was.
I have a question that maybe you can answer. The director of this, Sharon Kelly?
Yes.
Isn't she the one who actually went over the years and years and years of material? And she personally chose these selected pieces of material, right?
Yes.
Why is she in this show so much? Every time I turn around, Sharon has included a Sharon Kelly bit.
I have no answer.
What's next, Sharon? Hey, as we near the end of just about any show, there's always the credits and the rolling credits, and we want to thank, but the people at Arizona 5 are just really terrific people. They've been good to us over the years, but they're really good people, and there's a kind of a basic reason, I suppose, why we have strong feelings outside of our association with the show. Because doggone it, for those people who have lived here for a long time, this was it. This was the television station here. And they're nice enough right now to be able to allow me to say thank you to Channel 12 and Channel 10 and Channel 3 and Channel 8. And if I've missed anybody who happened to run some stuff, I know that we were on cable, the news about Ladmo and some of the marvelous things that were put together by those other television stations, news departments, saying thank you in their own way to our buddy Ladmo. It meant the world to us. It meant the world to his family.
Republican Gazette,
the Tribunes,
Mesa Tribune, and all the radio stations.
The radio stations. As a matter of fact, I don't mean for this to sound like a personal plug, but I know that a lot of you were interested in hearing the radio show that I did Wednesday morning, shortly after I found out about Ladmo. And so KTAR is repeating it tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock on KTAR 620. There was one last show after 35 plus years, and there was no way that it was going to escape the same fate that all of the other 10,000 shows did. This was the last show, and it was still one of my favorites.
Hi, everybody.
Wow. Don't start already. My goodness. Everybody. Where's that thing? Oh, isn't that great? Oh, I saw that one already. Wow.
Thank you, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here we go with the last. Oh, well, what the heck? I won't retire. How many of you were here for the taping of the 35th anniversary show? Yeah. Remember we said we'll keep going another 5 years? I lied. And I am retiring. I need to spend more time at the racetrack.
Yes.
Hang on.
Say hello to Frank Kush for me, will you?
All right. Hey, we have people to say hello to right
Yes,
here.
a lot of people.
I've got to get up here and see. What pack is this? All right. And what brownie troop is this? And thanks for the signs. That's nice. I like that. Ooh, King.
Hey, Lou.
Broadcast pioneer Lou King. And sitting next to Lou, the gentleman that's responsible, he's to blame. Ken Kennedy, the man that started all of this nonsense.
Thank you, Bill.
What did you think when we started out?
Well, I was on the first show. I never thought I'd be on the last, too. But I'm so proud of you guys. It's great.
And I'm so glad you're here. You too, Lou. I remember you were on way before us. You go back downtown to the Fox Theater in the late 40s.
You know something? You never wear a Ranger.
A first Federal Ranger. All right. Tone, what's next?
Roll tape.
All right, here we go. Whatever it is, looking back.
Egad, Ladmo, you've done it. You've created a monster.
Yes, I did.
It's coming to life.
It is.
The electrical current has worked. Stand back, everybody. Oh, it's so frightening.
I can see it now. Castle John. I'll be famous. Now for the real test, boy. Monster, monster, speak, monster. Monster, please speak. Speak to me, monster, speak.
Well, what do you want me to say? Now here he is, our champ, back for the 4th straight week, Clyburn Krykowski. You look very confident, very optimistic.
Oh, this is great. I feel wonderful now. No more jitters or anything. I'm ready to go.
You're not nervous.
No.
You're not going to make any mistakes.
Oh, no mistakes here.
No mistake. Go right ahead.
Go, here we go. Hey, hey!
I lived in Phoenix, Arizona for over a decade, and I watched them every day. And I grew up, and I was supposed to be too old to watch them. I still watched them because they were very hip. They always kept abreast of the times, and they were very hip. Yeah. They were the Saturday Night Live before Saturday Night Live. They were the Second City before the Second City.
That's right.
You know, and these guys were inventive and original, and they turned me on. They did a wonderful thing when I was a kid. They took Stan Freberg's United States of America, the album, and they did it. They presented the show one time on their local show, and it was wonderful. I remember buying the album after that and memorizing it.
Got to be kind of a void there. We're going to miss him.
Yeah, well, I don't even live in Phoenix anymore. I don't get the show. We don't get the show in Los Angeles. I'm going to miss him, and I haven't seen the show in years.
Just wait to buy him. Half a dozen buy. Go, oh, cold in the cavity.
Well, sure. I keep them in my freezer.
Oh,
yeah, that's where you got to eat ice cream, in the freezer.
Good. Not great, but good.
Ladmo in the sky with diamonds. Ladmo in the sky with diamonds.
He's back, Mike Condello.
Hey, Mike!
Our musical director and friend for over 10 years on the show. Anything profound to say at this time? No. All right, Mike. I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah.
And there will be goodies after the taping.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Time to meet the crew.
The crew?
Ah! Yes. Come on. This is a show where we thank people, and the people that must be thanked are trusty crew. This is the varsity. The JVs are running the cameras. Tone? Next week when the show goes off, lunch?
I'll check my schedule.
All right.
How about go?
Oh, you got it.
Okay.
Our studio manager, Joe Sampson.
There you go. He's a good man.
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Lorraine.
Hey, Lorraine.
Rick. And this is our director, Sharon Kelly.
Hey, Sharon.
Now, Sharon's first run-in with the Wallace and Ladmo show was when she was a kid. She won a Ladmo bag at a stage show. And at that time, she said, I've watched your show, and you need help, and when I grow up...
She said that.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you, too. No, I mean, I really... Oh, somebody's at the door.
I'll get that. Hey, it's Boffo the Clown! Bob, come on in here! Hey, look at that! The clown, you're here to make us laugh! Condello's here and everything. Hey!
I hate hippies.
Boy, oh boy, what a way to act.
I got a splitter you wouldn't believe.
A splitter, huh? Well, I got some news for you. This is it, Boffo. The last show.
And not a moment too soon. I've been waiting 25 years to take over, Ladmo.
Take over? What are you talking about?
Starting Monday, it's going to be the Boffo show.
Really?
Let me give you a little lesson in economics, okay? Management doesn't need a show with a dozen people. All they need is one clown. Me.
Well, let me give you a lesson in economics. They don't even need a clown. All they need are cartoons.
What?
Yeah. See, starting Monday morning, right here on Channel 5, Bugs Bunny and Friends, huh?
What's that?
What's that? Well, it's cartoons without us.
Wait a minute. What about the Boffo show?
Oh, management had a good laugh over that one, boy. It wasn't even considered.
Well, what am I going to do?
Same as Wallace. Retire. Bye, Boff. Nice seeing you. Nice knowing you.
You haven't heard the last from me. Hold on just a second. There's no bye, Boff. Wait a minute.
Huh?
I don't need television.
Huh?
Maybe Boffo's birthday cake. I can work a deal with a bakery, I'm telling you right now.
Really? Hey,
hold on just a second.
It might work.
Well, I grew up with them. I mean, I was born when they started. So, you know, I'm really sad they're leaving.
Now, you know, I was just thinking, this little one will never know who Wallace and Ladmo is.
I know she won't.
I watched them, my kids watched them. I expected my grandkids would watch I don't think anybody could take their places.
Will you miss them? Yes.
Just growing up with it, it's sad to see them leave.
Oh my God, I think it's sad.
Who is Wallace and Ladmo?
We've watched a lot of changes in Phoenix, so we really hate to see Wallace and Ladmo go because they were part of Phoenix.
All the kids are going to miss them.
When you tune in the morning after December 29th, they're not going to be there anymore.
But see, sometimes they be there at night. They do.
Ready for our vegetable serenade. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'll tell you, for me, it didn't seem like it was 2 hours long. And I hope that there were no slow moments for you at home. As a matter of fact, I really hope that these were some of the tapes that you were looking for. So many folks are gracious enough to ask us when we're going to have a reunion and when there's going to be some more Wallace and Ladmo stuff on. That's the nicest thing in the world to hear, because, of course, the opposite would be, why don't you guys get out of town? So it's really nice to have this kind of an opportunity. And for everybody who didn't grow up in Arizona, to have the opportunity to get to know our friend Ladmo. Ladmo was not just the zany rubber-faced sidekick. He was not just our buddy. He was not just a little league coach. He was not just a guy who had an extraordinary gift making people laugh of all ages. Grandmas and grandpas and their grandchildren. We have seen them over the last 48 to 72 hours saying to us, boy, we're going to miss that Ladmo. Missing him, of course, most of all is his family, because he also was a family man. In addition to the professional clown that you've been seeing tonight, Ladmo was a very special family man, and I know that his family, the Kwiatkowskis, are watching right now. And today, when we had a gathering after the funeral, they specifically asked me if, on behalf of Patsy, his splendid wife, and his children, Kim and Robin and Jamie and Debbie and Sharon.
And his mom.
And his mom, Mrs. Kwiatkowski, who made the best kruszczykies and the best gołąbkis in the world. Those are the only two Polish words that I ever learned from Ladmo, because they tasted so good. The whole family and the grandchildren, they wanted me on behalf of them to thank all of you, to thank you who watched over the years, to thank you who have, in the words of the family members themselves, completely overwhelmed them with love and affection and notes and flowers and donations at their request to the Ladmo Boys and Girls Club of Tempe. So on behalf of the Kwiatkowskis, this Irish kid says, thank you very, very much. It's been an amazing friendship for all of us. And with you, my friend.
Well, thank you, Patrick.
You got about 15 seconds to tell me and everybody else. What was Ladmo really like?
He was my buddy. Goodbye now.
Christmas Day. Yes, it seems so very far away.
But it looks as though it's here to stay.
Oh, where is Santa Claus?
Suddenly, I can hear him down the chimney,
Putting presents 'neath the Christmas tree. Oh, Santa came to visit me. Well, I got a bike
and a train.
Now we can play. I said peace on earth.
Now I long for Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Yes, it seems so very far away, but it looks as though it's here to stay. Oh, we believe in Santa Claus. We believe in Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Here comes Ladmo with the very last Ladmo bag to be given away. How many have you given away?
Oh, about 300,000 Ladmo bags. And this is the last Ladmo bag to be given away, and I want to give it to my good buddy and my good friend for 36 years, Wallace! Oh, he never won a Ladmo bag. This is your Ladmo bag.
I get it?
Yes, thank you, old boy. Yeah, you're my buddy.
Long before there was flower power, there was black and white, and there was Eisenhower. There was coming home after school. I'd eat some bowl of gruel sold by the shaky gray image on my TV. There were a couple of guys I liked to see. I was kicking back on the floor in 1954. Then came Grudgemeyer gags and Ladmo bags and Auntie Maud in a shawl. Captain Super, get the scooper, and let Gerald still make makes my skin crawl. I come home